Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singing a guy who could change this game with one swing of the bat, Jake Rogers. He, of course, leads their team in home runs.
Yeah, Boog, he's been such a force at the plate, and it seems like every time he connects, the ball is traveling out of the ballpark. So when you have such a threat like that, other guys in the lineup should get good pitches to hit because they're trying to get those outs instead of having to face him in a big situation.
Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, Kenta Maeda. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, number 19. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That one finds the zone, and we're underway here this afternoon. Here's the 0-1. That's down and in. The wind and the pitch. On the ground to third, Urshela sends it across to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Pirates lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Michael A. Taylor.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Maeda goes 6'1", 185 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Connor Joe. Brian Reynolds here. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And there's a ball. One out and a runner at second here in the second and final game of the series. Wouldn't chase that time.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And that one off the outside edge. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Man at second. Towards first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
And a strike in there.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
2 outs. Taps softly to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. The Tigers coming up, no score. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starting pitcher, Mitch Keller. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of the game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
And now here is Akil Baddoo. That one is upstairs. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1-1.
That one's in there. Now 1-2.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The wind of the pitch. That one just misses. And the count is even 2-2.
It's a good take.
On the line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Bottom second. The third baseman.
Urshela steps in. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. Keller over to first. Baddoo back on a dive. And that's a little bit high. And a pitch. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. At the belt and fires. In the air, right side. Nabs it.
Batting third. The right fielder.
Take a look at the lineup. Down to the 8th spot, a guy that's trying to get back on track at the plate, Javier Baez.
Yeah, and for some reason, he's really struggled this year with runners in scoring position, Boog. I mean, he's hitting under 200 in those at-bats, and your team needs you to come through if they're going to be able to raise that average in terms of runs per game. And when that's the case, it really gets in your head a little bit, and you start wanting to avoid pressure situations. If you're doing that, your career is going to go downhill. He's got to find a way to treat it like any other at-bat, but that's obviously easier said than done. Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Now move to first. And he dives back in safely. High chopper to third. Off balance feed. There's one. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the balls. He tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
That's a ball.
That misses. Ball one.
One ball, no
Here's
strike.
someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games. So I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Green off of first with 2 away. Now 1-1. In the air to left down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
1-0.
In the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Tigers lead 1. Scoreless after 1. Back at Comerica Park. Second inning set to go. Here's Rowdy Tellez.
Rowdy Tellez.
And the right-hander back to work. Hit hard. That gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Michael A. Taylor.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that one is in the dirt. And that is ball 1. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
And a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. That to right. Makes the grab.
The catcher,
And here is Henry Davis.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. No hits over his last 5 games.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And that one pulled foul. Kicks and fires. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back, bottom of the inning. And now the rookie second baseman, Colt Keith. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Keller, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball,
One ball,
a
one
cutter,
strike.
a sinker, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Keith checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went around according to Clyde Washington. The line to kick the pitch. On a bounce right side, Gonzalez gets it to first. That's one out the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering is down low. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And another ball. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
the catcher,
Jake Rogers, the next to hit.
He really needs to start making more contact. Striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
That's in for a strike. Good eye in that spot. And a good eye there. 2 out, space is empty. That one misses. 3-1. Here comes a pitch. Oh, great stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. Maeda back to work. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the pitcher, Mitch Keller.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Gonzalez aboard here at first with nobody out. And he pops up the bunt. Calls it in, and there's 1 away. Now it's the right fielder. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Outside low. 1-0. Top of the 3rd. No score. Maeda moved to first. Gonzalez back in on a dive. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Just missed. And the right-hander deals. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Has a beat on it. Makes the catch. Oh, he throws it away. Now the third baseman, Connor Joe. Maeda moved to first. Back in there standing. Gets under it and pops it up. And it stays fair. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And now Brian Reynolds.
No ball, 1 strike.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And takes low for ball 1.
1-1.
Hard hit left side. They get the force. That's out number 3. Pirates strand a couple. And we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Javier Baez.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
And here it comes. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and deals. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Kenta Maeda, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Struck him out looking. So the batting order turns over. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Akil Baddoo. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. And that one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Detroit, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, O'Neal Cruz. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Cruz, 25 years old, and he's been on a fantastic run at the plate, hitting over 450 in his last 10 games. On the ground to the left, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he's got a leadoff double.
He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Go-ahead run on base. Next to hit, Rowdy Tellez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a foul ball. Cruz leads off second with nobody out. That pitch gets the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. And ball 1. Got it looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Michael A. Taylor now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. And he takes a strike. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Blind into right. That's a base hit. Flying around third is Cruz. Safe.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And here's the catcher, Henry Davis. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there, 0-1. One run across in the frame so far here in the second and final game of the series. And he deals. On the ground to third. Feeds to second. Out there. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom 4. Here's Gio Urshela.
Third baseman.
The wind of the pitch. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Riley Green. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is in there. And that is strike 1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
1 down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's hard hit in the line. Reynolds snags it for the 2nd out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that skips
down.
into dirt.
Ball.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. In the dirt, and that's ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
3-2 now. Stays alive. Two outs. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I don't know how this at-bat will end, but I'll be sad when it does. So much fun watching this thing go back and forth.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
So up next, Colt Heath. That's in there. Strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Carpenter off of first with 2 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a pitch. Off the plate inside. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Righty to the plate.
That's the ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So 2 down. Spencer Torkelson digs in now.
One ball, no strike.
In the dirt, blocked. Tag, safe. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position. Second and third, 2 down. Wouldn't chase that time.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. And caught on the warning track. Tigers strand a pair, and it remains 1-0. Back at Comerica Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Maeda back to work. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
You know, these Pirates doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And a pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The pitch. Swings through him for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Taps softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and he grabs it foul. Breaking ball inside, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle, Baez. Slings to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
The right fielder, number 19, Jared Triolo.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the right fielder. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bucks go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the catcher comes up to him, Jake Rogers.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Late with the swing there.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right there.
Outside. And now it's even 1-1. The pitch. And fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Off the plate, 3-2 now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And that one hit to first, down the line, and it's foul. That one is inside ball 4, and I mean, oh, so close.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
No outs, runner at first. And now the shortstop, Javier Baez. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The pitch.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
At the belt and fires. Misses. Going to count 1-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Next offering upstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Just outside. And now it's 3-2. Kenta Maeda waiting to hit for Detroit. Keller with a move to first. Rogers back in standing.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
The kick, the 3-2. And ball 4 to a board.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
So now here's the pitcher, Kenta Maeda. Went down on strikes his first time through. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul. Rogers, the lead runner out at second. Baez at first with no outs. And a sac bunt here. Joe tosses to first. They retire the pitcher on a textbook sacrifice bunt.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
And next to hit for Detroit, Akil Baddoo. Fastball for a strike. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Johan Oviedo up and throwing. Falter getting cranked up as well. And that one fouled off. The Pirates up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. And ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Urshela to the plate. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down.
1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Kicks and fires. He fouls it off. Will do it again. And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the number 2 hitter, Connor Joe, as he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
At the plate, Brian Reynolds. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And the right-hander deals. Just missed. Swings through that.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Righty delivers. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And there's one down.
Up next to the O'Neill, Cruz.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, O'Neill Cruz. 1 for 2. On the ground. And it's just foul. That was close. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first here in the second and final game of the series. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. Right side. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Johan Oviedo.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
The right fielder,
The line to kick the pitch. That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count off, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And downstairs.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
High fly ball down the left field line. And that is a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. That one off the mark, and the count is filled up.
We got a full count.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Colin Holderman, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Baraki, the power lefty, up as well. That's outside. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk.
Ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Colt Keith will hit next. This splits between April and May there. That one ripped, but foul. Carpenter leads off first with 1 away. Out to short, and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Well, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First and second, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Late swing, fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Billy.
Runners at first and second with one gone. On the ground, a short, could be two. Over to second for one. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7, and now the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. The wind to the pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Wouldn't chase that time. Next offering is in for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Ripped to third. Urshela to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now back. The catcher, Henry Davis.
Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis. That one found hard the other way. And the righty deals. And there's a foul ball.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Righty to the plate. Popped up. In position. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now back. Second baseman, Nick.
Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
1-0.
And a good eye there. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Now all even up. And that just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers.
The catcher.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
The wind and the pitch. Splits the plate It's 0-1.
Nope,
Inside, just missed. And here it comes. On the ground to first. And that's just foul.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Good job to fight that one off. Here comes a pitch. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Off the mark there. Full count now.
Got a full count.
It's a leadoff walk. And that's the go-ahead run. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And a pitch. Grounder might be 2. To second, that's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Andy Ibanez. Runner on first with 1 down for him. Misses outside, and it's 1-0. And a strike. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. And he deals. Late swing fouled off. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
This to third. Joe. On to Gonzalez for 1. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Shelby Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 7, Shelby Miller.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates,
Number 30.
Edward Olivares. He represents the go-ahead run. The pitch. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Activity in the bullpen. Joey Wentz, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Holton also throwing. The 0-2.
1-2.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So the lineup flips over, and now the Pirates leadoff man. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. One down, base is empty. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
And the pitch. Got him. And there's 2 away.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Joe. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. And another ball.
2-1.
All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Wouldn't chase that time. Brian Reynolds waiting for a turn at the plate. Two outs. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The outfielder just took a bad route to that baseball, and at this point of the ball game, that's a huge run that they've allowed to get into scoring position.
Substitution now at second base. Pinch running here, Liover Peguero. And in scoring position with 2 away. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. That one not close. And that is ball 1. Man at second. And that one missing low.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a pitch. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the second and final game of the series. Swing and a miss. Man on second, 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
The pitch. And that one in the air center field. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
So coming into the game now on defense, Liover Peguero. He's the new third baseman. Ryan Barucki will take over here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Akil Baddoo. 1 for 3. The lefty fires. Swinging a drive, deep right field. That's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Gio Urshela, the next to hit. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. The 1-0. That's a base hit.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
And here is Riley Green.
That's down. That's
and there's a ball. Left-hand hitter waits. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
One, two now. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Terry Carpenter. That one inside, and that's ball 1.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Kicks and fires. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Detroit. Still tied 1-1. We're back It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Holton.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Now here is O'Neal Cruz.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Sliced hard but foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That's in there, and that's strike two.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Tellez in the box now, takes strike one. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Dives, but it's off his glove. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number two.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Michael A. Taylor. First pitch, and he just misses. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 1-1. That one missed.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. All tied 1-1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Colin Holderman.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Colt Heath up now for the Tigers.
The second baseman.
Here comes a pitch. Outside low. 1-0. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. David Bednar loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. The pitch. On the ground, out to short. Cruz out to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. Ground ball to the right side. Fair ball. And now it gets into the corner. Makes it to second. The winning runs in scoring position with one gone. Andy Rodriguez coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Number 5.
And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. And strike one to the catcher. One away, and the game-winning run stands at second. Outside, and the count even 1-1. Fall off foul.
Two and two.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The winning run on second base. And that's in the dirt. 3-2 now. Ball four, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Oh, good day for the on-base percentage right there. Up number 3, and the free bikes keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
2 on, 1 out. Now it's the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Oh, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Out front and foul to the left side.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Outside low. 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ball.
In the dirt. Tag, see! He's into third on the wild pitch.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Winning run at third, 1 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Righty to the plate. And just misses with that one.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
On the ground right side. It gets through. That's it. Across is the winning run. And the Tigers walk it off for the win.
Well, you come into the 9th inning. It's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Pirates, 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.